Welcome to Love Playz.
Hola, dolls. It's K to the A to the Ka'Mel, and I am here with the beautiful person that made me. Do y'all know who this is? I'm gonna let her introduce herself.
Nikita Robinson.
Well, I didn't know she was gonna do that, but that is my mom. That is my mother. She gave birth to me, and I love her, and I get on her nerves, and she gets on mine too. Well, let's get into it. So, welcome to Love Playz podcast, Mom.
Yay, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad that you are here.
Me
So,
too.
I first want you to introduce your business, introduce what you do. Like, who are you?
So I am a massage therapist. My company name is Southern Comfort Massage Therapy. It is in Halifax, Virginia. And I do all types of modalities from lymphatic drainage to deep tissue to relaxation to body sculpting massage. So just a lot of different modalities. I love it. It is something that I've always liked doing. So that's what I do.
That's good. And now I'm going to let you know the topic. We're going to get into the topic of this week's episode. So, this is going to be a special episode. I know I've been gone for a minute, but I had to bring her on, and I'm so glad that she's here. So, I picked this episode title because it's a song that I know is near and dear to both of us. So, it's Love and War by Tamar Braxton.
Yes.
So, with that being said, my first question is, does love have to be a war?
So I like the song. I love her range, but I don't think love should be a war. I think that you both should be together, and if you have to war, you war against life and things that come at you. But I feel like you should be a united front. I don't think that you should be at war with one another.
Okay, but now that you said that, I had another question about that, well, connected to that, which is, do you prepare for your relationship like you would prepare for maybe not a war, but a battle? Like, when you're prepping, when people are prepping for battles, they might study, they take classes, they, start to have to wear certain things, garment, you guard yourself, so in that aspect, do you believe that you prepare for a relationship like you would prepare for battling?
I think you should. I don't think as a society that we always do it. I think people are moving towards taking classes and being more prepared for relationships. But I think the more tools you have in your toolbox, the better the relationship. Because I think a lot of times we romanticize what relationships should be like. I think there is a romantic aspect, and I think that romantic aspect is important, but it's just as important to have the tools to deal with the, as me and your grandfather were talking about earlier, the messy things
Okay.
in life, because life can be messy.
Yes, life can be messy. And I feel like part of what you said reminded me of a conversation I had with some of my mentees
Hmm.
recently about relationships. And this is something that I'm, just flowing off the top and thinking of. So, with what you just said and dealing with the messiness of it all, what romanticizing love for relationships, what I said, and you could just tell me what you think about this. I told them that there's more to relationships than just love.
Hmm.
There's trust and there's communication. And that's a big part of relationships. It's not all about the love. You can love somebody all you want, but those other factors are sometimes more important. Is um, the trust and the communication.
I think trust, communication, and I would add in respect.
Okay.
Respect for others, each other's boundaries, respect to understand one another, and respecting people's spaces, respecting their beliefs. I think that's another big thing that we don't really delve into. I think men are taught that they want respect. Women are taught they want love. And I think both should have both.
Okay. Now, you said that you're a massage therapist, but I don't think I heard you mention something else that
What?
you do. Aren't you a life coach?
Yeah, life coach. Yes.
Okay. So I had to ask you that for a reason. So I have two. It's a two-part question. So the first part is, how do you show love within you being a life coach?
How do I show love within being a life coach, or how do I elaborate on that question a little bit more?
Okay, so what I am asking you is that if you, for your business as a life coach, how are you pouring love into others within that realm of you being their life coach? Like, how do you show the love aspect of the journey of what they have to learn about themselves, or what you have to coach them on? How do you, integrate that in?
I think the way that I integrate love into life coaching is for people to have self-love. Self-love is very, very important. And then their relationship with their maker. I would say my maker is God, but their relationship with their maker and also their relationship with themselves. I think a lot of times people feel like when they're coming into relationships with others that it's 50-50. But for me, I think it's 100-100. And it's 100-100 because you should be a whole person coming with another whole person and joining together. And the first part of it, the journey starts with yourself and it starts with your maker. Because as
Yeah.
Miles Monroe would say, how do you know your purpose without going to your maker? You have to go to the manufacturer. You don't know how something works. You don't know how you work
Oh, I didn't think about that.
unless you go to the manufacturer, and that's God.
It's so funny that you said that though. Two of my professors in college at Morgan, she's wearing the Morgan gear. When I was in college, we went to the same school. We actually went at the same time, partially, but
Partially.
partially,
No,
not.
both times, because I feel like you were in my stomach at part of the time too.
Well, both times. So I guess it was always destined for me to go to Morgan. Her and my dad. So both my parents went to Morgan, and
Mhm.
I'm a Morgan baby. But both of my professors, two of my professors in the theater department, and God rest her soul, Dr. Dunlap, they said you can't be half of a person. You have to be whole.
Mhm.
So when people say, "Oh, you're my other half," that's not really something that you should be proud of saying. I mean, unless that's your beliefs, I'm not going to knock your beliefs, but they're saying exactly what you just said. You need to be a whole person. The other person needs to be a whole person. You should not be half of anything.
And I think that concept of being a half and a half and finding your other half, that was emphasized in this movie called Jerry Maguire, where you have this scene where Tom Cruise says, "You complete me." And I used to love that whole thing, like, wow, that person completes me. And it's a good concept, but I feel you got to complete yourself. And I think one of the failures that we've had in relationships is that we're looking for someone to
To
complete
complete us.
us versus completing ourselves and then coming together and being together in that war called life.
Okay, so I agree with that. And I also want to go to the second part, which is
Okay.
you use your hands to heal people, to heal
Hmm.
their bodies, to nurture them. Excuse me. So, with that being said, how do you show or integrate the love into the massage therapy part of it all?
The massage therapy part of it, I integrate love because I find that people who are caretakers, who are helping other people, a lot of times they don't care, again, for themselves. And it shows up in stress. It shows up in tension. It shows up in the way they carry out themselves. It shows up in joint pain and all of those type of things. So I'm usually talking with my clients and reminding them how they need to put themselves first. And I always give the example of an airline stewardess when she's telling people, when they're on the flight to put the mask on themselves first before they turn
and put the
the
mask
mask
on
on the
you.
person beside you. Because if you're trying to get oxygen and you're trying to give oxygen, but you don't get the oxygen, you're going to pass out before you even help that other person.
Yeah.
Same concept.
I love that. Thank you. And that answered the question. So just so y'all know, if you're gonna book her as a life coach or as a massage therapist, she's gonna throw in that love. She's gonna throw in the love regardless. So just keep that in mind. So the next thing I want to ask you is actually a part of the song. It's a lyric in the song. And Tamar Braxton says, as long as we make up after every fight, when it's over, I'm coming home right where I belong. Right? I'm going to leave it at that part, but it's the bridge. So what I want to know is how you feel about that part as it pertains to, in my opinion, it sounds like she's saying like it's fine as long as like we make up every time we fight, then everything is fine regardless. Like how do you feel like I can be literal, but like how do you feel about those lyrics when she's saying that part?
And my daughter is definitely literal. But but so I think that it's unrealistic to believe that you're not going to fight in relationships, but it's how you fight. And I think a lot of people in the world of counseling and therapy teach people about communication. So I think the key is how you're fighting. I think some people, when they go into fight, they are in destroy mode. So if you're a person that's in destroy mode and every time I'm fighting with you, you're trying to destroy me, or every time I fight you, I'm trying to destroy you, I don't think that that's healthy. So I wouldn't look at as long as we make up, because you just tried to destroy the person you love just because it was an argument. But if you're using that tool where you're really having a debate or disagreement, then I think that that line would be fine as long as we're making up, as long as we're coming to that one thing. I believe, again, in my particular belief, I feel like God in the Bible is our guide.
Yes.
So if we can come together and pray about it and figure out how to resolve it, then
we can work through it.
We can work through it. But if you just want to battle for battle's sake because that's what you like to do,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to
work.
work.
And you know what? And I feel like that's the case even for friendships. And I say that because I've experienced friendships where people are just debating or battling for battling's sake. Like I'm not interested in going back and forth. So sometimes I won't even entertain it because I can tell sometimes people thrive off of the.
Some people thrive up, they say break up the makeup. Some people feel like that is passion.
Yeah.
People look at they feel passionate, and so they want to argue and make love.
But it's draining.
Yeah, it is. After a while, that's just, people have had phases of relationships like that, but I don't think that is like the ultimate relationship.
I agree. So now we are going to move into our game.
Okay.
So the game that we are going to play is, well, I don't know what it's called because I made it up. I'm sure other people have made, like normally I play this game that's like this or that, but eventually it's going to be the Love Playz game. Y'all will play that game. But in this game, what I'm going to do is play a few seconds from each song. So I would say guess that song. That's what it's called. Just a few seconds. So I can't let you see what I'm playing, but I'm gonna play a few seconds from each song, and you gotta know what the song is. Okay. So let me pull up the first song. You ready? Mm-hmm. Oh, the volume's not up. Mm-mm. Let me turn it up. You ready? Oh, good. My phone opened up for you. Yeah, it did. You know my code. I do, but I think it was already open. Oh, okay. No, it's not going to open up for me with this hair. You ready? Yeah.
You are everything. Mary J. Blige.
Okay. Let me think of a one that she might not know what it is from the very beginning. Let's see. I think she knows this one.
Love of my life.
That was only 5 seconds. Nah, I gotta get her.
Erykah Badu.
I gotta get her. Okay.
Brandy is up in my room.
It's sitting up in my room.
Sitting up in my room.
Sitting up in my room. See, but I knew that she knew these people, knew these artists. I'm still going though.
Oh Lord. East Coast.
What song?
West Coast. It's Aaliyah.
What is the song though?
I've been watching you like a hawk.
She knows the words, but what is the song?
If I let you. I don't know the name of it though. You know I know it.
But you don't know the name of it?
I don't.
Okay, so it's Are You That Somebody?
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
By Aaliyah.
Because I just always knew the song, but I didn't know the name of the song. She just gotta stump me. I just called to say I love you. And that is Stevie Wonder, I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Dang. Did you do this long with your other guests? Well, she just really trying to stump. I Want to Run to You by Whitney Houston.
It's only a few seconds. If I was trying to stump her, I'm going to pick a rap song.
Yeah, then that's
If I was trying to stump her for real, I would pick, but I'm trying to keep it a love song. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying not to do her like that. But if I was really trying to stump her, that is what I would do.
I just told her today, I said, I like hip hop music from the standpoint that I dance to the ones that I grew up on, but I'm not like my friends, my brother, my friend William, that they're hip hop heads. That's not me. I know the songs, I dance to them, but
I don't think these were easy songs, especially the Stevie Wonder one. I don't think that was easy, but I'm gonna try this one.
I know it, but I can't think of the name of it. Wait a minute. Keep it.
Nope. It's only a few seconds.
I won't tell your secrets. The secrets are safe with me. Alicia Keys.
Yes, it is Alicia Keys. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more.
Okay.
And that's it, okay? Let's see. Okay. I know she knows this artist. I do know she knows this artist. But let's just do this.
Mariah Carey. I don't know the name of it.
You when you were saying the lyrics, you had to say
the One More Night?
No. You said you give what?
I give? I'll risk it all.
No. My all.
My all.
Yeah. It's called My All.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know that.
It's called My All. Okay, this one. This is the easy one. And I'm picking this for a reason. There's always that one person that...
My boo. Usher.
Yes. So she's a winner chicken dinner. I almost got her with one. And really that she knew the song, she just didn't know the title. So yes, good job. Good job. Okay, so now that we are done with that part, it's just a couple more things I want to do with you today.
Okay.
And one of them is I would like to ask you, when it comes down to love and relationships and music, let's start with the love and relationships part. What is some advice that you have for me that you feel like you want a token you want to leave for me.
For love and relationships, I think you want to make sure you are with someone that you know for sure they always have your back. Not that they always agree with you. You want to make sure that they challenge you, but they challenge you in a healthy way. But you want to make sure they like you and like what you stand for. Because I think a lot of people fall in love,
Hmm.
but they don't like the person. You want to make sure that the person that you're with, that you like them and that they like you. You also want to make sure in terms of advice, I would just say that they love you enough, that they really just have your back. I think we live in a society where people are with someone because they're looking for how that person can help them. People are looking for help a lot of
Yeah.
times, not looking for how they add to you and you add to them. That is this exchange. You want to make
Okay.
sure that exchange is always going.
So I'm just gonna throw this out there because I use this word a lot. So like
Reciprocal.
reciprocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think about that not just for well, any kind of relationship.
Any kind of
I think
relationship.
about that a lot. Once I learned that word, I was like, that's what I want. Like, I think that's important,
Yeah,
you know.
that's important.
Thank you. And
And
then,
always, let me add this in,
okay,
and always put you first.
okay.
Your relationship with God first. It sounds selfish, but again, you can't do and be and help other people if you're not taking good care of you. That is so, so important. And if I'm never married and have to be single for the rest of my life, I know God loves me. I know my family loves me. I know my friends love me. And I am complete.
And then for music,
I think the secret to any art form is authenticity. It's not always about the skill. Sometimes when you're dealing with the art, it's the feeling. It's you pouring who you are into that writing. If you're writing that song, it's pouring who you are into that performance. If you're performing a play or if you're acting, it's pouring who you are into that painting.
okay.
It's pouring who you are. It's really the raw and the feeling. And I think that's what divides the good people in terms of who the top people are versus the people who are just okay, is that person who is able to really connect and let the audience feel and see who they are. It's taking
Thank
off the
you.
mask.
Thank you. And I want to thank you not just for being a guest on my show, but thank you for this year we've been praying every day. Thank you for always keeping me in prayer, but thank you for, guiding me through that and, just having a strong bond with me. And thank you for always supporting me because a lot of people compliment me on my determination, but I have to say it's my family. Like, they didn't make me feel like I couldn't do anything. I felt like I could. So I pushed towards it because I'm like, I can. So when people say they can't do anything, I'm like, I don't know where you got that from. Like that wasn't how I was raised. So I appreciate you for raising me how you raised me.
You're welcome.
Thank
Because you're
you.
my daughter. You're you, but you're me the sequel.
Yes, I
And
am.
your dad
Cause
too.
because I am because both of them music heads. She was a singer. She was writing. She was doing like screenwriting before I even knew I could screenwrite. So yeah, like
Yes.
a lot of my gifts are from both of them. And I had no clue that it was, and not just both of them, their parents, like all of that is integrated in me. So I appreciate all of you.
You're
And
welcome.
then last but not least, please give the people something, like something with love or music or both. Like just give them a nugget.
I'm going to just um, use the authenticity piece. I feel whatever area you're in your career, wherever you are in your schooling, that the decisions that you make are authentically the decisions that you want to make, that you and your maker have come together and made that decision on who you want to be and who you want to show up to how you want to show up in life. And as long as you show up in life as your authentic self, not trying to harm others, but bringing forth good things and being good to people, I think that you'll have a wonderful, wonderful, favorable life. So that's what I would give.
Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. How can they find you?
My website is www.southerncomfortmassagetherapy.com, or you can email me at southerncomfortmassageva@gmail.com.
All right. Smooches.
Smooches.